Yeah! Welcome to the podcast Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast this side of the Mississippi, as voted by Katy Perry, Perry Saturn, and Jay-Z. I'll give you guys a bonus point if anyone knows who Perry Saturn is. Who do we have here in the chat today? Schwugs, iBookBoy, Ron, Stop, OG Mickey, Princess Schlill. Schwugs, did I already say that name? Venus, Die Trap, Accurate Knight, Geiges, and more. We're actually perfectly on schedule today here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. Every Friday, I always say right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's when I go live. The podcast typically starts right around 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, where I show up here to entertain you guys with stories of laughter, love, and all around good stuff. Things that make you feel good. It makes me feel good. What movie is that from? The Waterboy. Correct. Now, I noticed no one told me who Perry Saturn was. He was a WCW wrestler. He's Schwug's favorite wrestler. They're built the same. Like a house full of bricks and bald on top. God damn it. The way God intended. I've had a pretty good week. I think last time I saw you guys was right before Cinco de Mayo. Hopefully you guys got all tequilaed out. Hopefully you guys got drunk and had a good time with your friends and family, but not too good of a time. Because here in America, if you have too good of a time, you go to jail. And I don't know why that is. But in Steve-topia, the place we often fantasize about here on this podcast, in Steve-topia, you're encouraged to die on every holiday. So, let's go ahead and jump into the news today. I feel like that was a hot intro. First article. This article, Las Vegas police officer assaulted for child luring, lewdness, and abuse. Now, I just found out today that child luring is a crime, which doesn't make sense to me. Because when you lure in fish, it's a celebration. You lure in kids, oh, we start to throw a big whoop in the air. So this article's hilarious because I started to read through it. At some point, we have to teach our kids common sense, right? So Aziz Ansari has a great joke about this where, like, if a kid's getting molested, they should probably, like, just go away from that situation. We should stop pretending all kids are just mindless, like, bugs or something, like just a mindless dog that doesn't have a mind of its own. If you're fucking getting raped by your football coach, maybe don't go to football practice. That's just what I'm saying. So let's read the article. It's actually really sad that these people exist, but some of the fucking verbiage used in this article really made me laugh when I skimmed through it. So, also look at this fucker. He looks like a child molester. Henderson police arrested a Las Vegas Henderson police arrested a Las Vegas Metropolitan Police officer. Oh, wait, did I not even read the beginning? Las Vegas police officer arrested. See, when I read that, I was thinking like they arrested a person. Okay, this was a cop. Have I not told you guys several times in the past that Las Vegas cops are terrible people? It's not bad enough they're out there shooting black people every other day, but now they're raping kids? What's next? Henderson police arrested a Metro police officer for luring a child and lewdness with a child. Matthew James Terry. See, that just sounds like a bitch name. 27, was arrested Tuesday for 3 counts of lewdness by an adult with a child over 14. Okay, now, I think, again, 14 is that age where you shouldn't be falling for this type of shit anymore. Right? 2 counts of attempted lewdness by an adult with a child under 14. Luring a child or mentally ill person with harmful computer material. And 6 counts of child abuse or neglect. So they're throwing the book at this guy. It's funny that the cops, you know, like if a cop gets a DUI, they get let off the hook, right? Or if a cop beats his wife, it's like, hey, listen, fucking Terry, we're going to sweep this under the rug. We're going to get this all figured out, dude. We're going to lose the paperwork and everything's going to be fine. But I do appreciate that when a cop fucks a kid, they don't do that shit. I hope. I can only hope that Las Vegas police aren't like the fucking Roman Catholic Church over in fucking Vatican City. I just read today that like the number 3 guy was fucking kids. Jesus Christ. This has been going on for like 10 years, 20 years. All this fucking church shit. I should really look into that so I can give you guys real information instead of just sort of making up something that I heard. Maybe next week we'll talk about that. Anyways, Terry was contacted and arrested without incident. A search warrant was served, blah, blah, blah. Terry's been relieved of duty with pay? Oh, that's, well then. Okay, you get to fuck kids and get paid? Gee, why would, like, this isn't like a punishment. It's like, hey, you know when you come to work all the time as a cop and at any time, like, you could just be, like, shot in the back of the head from some guy at Denny's who doesn't like you, who had a ticket fucking 3 years ago? Yeah, you know this dangerous job? How about don't show up to this dangerous job, here's a bunch of money, and go fuck a couple kids while you're at it, Terry, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, man. When the court accepts the charges, then he doesn't get paid. Okay, so then it just becomes a sick day, whatever. According to his arrest report, in August 2017, whoa, a relative reported. Okay, also this, when a relative is snitching on you, you know you fucked up. I just watched this show about Ted Bundy, and I guess his girlfriend was the first one to snitch on him. It was actually a pretty lame movie, but the story is really cool. I never knew the story of Ted Bundy, and Lily knows a bunch of shit about all serial killers. She knows like every fucking little intricate detail, so she's telling me about the story. It's a fucking really interesting story. I gotta watch one of the real life documentaries of Ted Bundy. I guess he was just a normal guy, just going off fucking killing chicks. Never killed a dude, only killed chicks for some weird reason. Sick fuck. In 2017, a relative reported, quote, strange behavior in Terry's relationship with younger boys. The relative said he was involved with young children as a youth football coach. A youth coach told police that Terry acted strangely with male players, tackling them and tickling them in a way that, quote, led people to believe that Terry is doing this in a sexual manner. First off, if I'm at football practice, here's my thing. Okay, I never played sports in high school, but I guarantee you something that will never fucking happen. Like, no one got off football practice was like, oh man, what a fun time that was. I got tickled today. No, it was, I did 900,000 up downs. I ran back and forth, did 500.5 million suicides. I did 9,462 push-ups. The coach grabbed me by the helmet and screamed at me and then shoved me down on the ground and then hit me in the fucking back of the head with a football. Like, I heard it was terrible. Can you imagine going to football practice and just being like, yeah, I got tickled today. Yeah, the coach called me cute, grabbed my ass, stuck his finger in my dick, and I was like, and then he tickled me. Dude, if you told that to your fucking parents, or at least like a manly dad, he'd be like, dude, what the are you sure you're playing football and not fuck ass, you dumb kid? Also, no letters in varsity for playing fuck ass in high school, sadly. Not yet, at least, don't worry. At least until the social justice warriors take over. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue reading. The coach said that he started his own youth league and didn't allow Terry to become a coach. Oh, this is a different coach. Detectives interviewed two boys about Terry. When police asked about the football team, one boy said, quote, I don't like Matt. The child said Matt Terry was abusive and controlling. He told police that Terry would push him, scream in his face, or spit on him when things weren't done his way. Now, this is a football coach. Push you, scream at you, maybe spit on you, hopefully on accident. I don't imagine the guy was like, hey, you're either going to fucking catch this ball or... I don't think that's how it happened. I imagine it was just like, you know, when someone's screaming at you, occasionally spit comes out of their mouth. I don't know if you guys have ever watched me play Mario Brothers, but oftentimes when I'm screaming at Mario, I spit on him. Sometimes I wish I could push him. I wish I could do horrible things to Mario when he pisses me off. The same boy said that he was at Terry's Henderson home playing Xbox. Now, this is weird too. First off, don't hang out with cops off the job, off the clock. Why are you going to do that? It's weird. I don't think anyone should do that. Cops should only hang out with cops, right? That's why they have cop bars and fire people bars and shit like that, right? So, first off, you're like, oh yeah, I don't like that coach. He pushed me and spit on me and like, screamed at me. Well, guess I'm going to go to his house this weekend. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyways, the boy was playing Xbox when Terry stopped playing. and asked the boy if he wanted to go to Terry's room. The boy declined and said he was going to call his grandma to pick him up. Terry got mad, slapped the phone out of the boy's hand, slammed him on the couch, and screamed at him, stating, "I'll kill you!" I feel like that sounded like the voice from the bad guy in Men in Black, the weird fucking cockroach guy. "I'll kill you!" The other boy said Terry had asked the boys to sleep in his bed. When the boys declined, Terry would ask, "Why not? Joseph does it. Asian John sleeps in my bed. Why won't you sleep in my bed? I have every Xbox game." Both boys reported that Terry also walked in on them in the shower multiple times. Why are you showering at this dude's house? Or maybe it's at school. Maybe it's somewhere else. They said Terry would pull back the curtain, stand there for an estimated 10 seconds, and sometimes comment on their privates. Now, this made me laugh because the standing there for an estimated 10 seconds. First off, if you're like interviewing these people, have you ever seen those interviews where it's like interviewing a criminal or whatever, and they're like, or no, the victim, like, how long? So he pulled back the curtain, then what happened? Well, then he said I had a little cute Peter Pecker. Yeah, how long did he stare at it? Then they have a flashback. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Stop looking, 4 Mississippi. It's really, it's a gross, it's a gross fucking thought, man. But you know what? We find comedy in some of the most terrible things here on Stop Crying Poser. Think about it, man. You gotta laugh about this kind of stuff, because if you took everything in the world seriously, you'd never sleep. You would just infinitely want to kill yourself with all the terrible things that happens on a daily basis. So at least we can get a laugh out of this. What the fuck is going on with these kids? Look, okay, maybe the coach is like kind of intimidating or whatever. I'm gonna tell you guys this though. If I'm at school, I don't give a fuck how big you are, how old you are, or how scary you are, or anything. And maybe I'm just a weird breed of person. Even if I know I'm gonna maybe lose the fight, I'm fucking going in. If you're staring at my fucking dick, talking shit, and you're a man, and I've counted to 10 Mississippi, and you're not fucking walking away, and there's a lot of weird shit, I'm beating your fucking ass. I'm gonna do everything in my power to beat your ass. I'm gonna poke your fucking eyes out. I'm gonna bite your goddamn nipple off. Only if you don't like it, you fucking sick coach. I'm gonna do everything in my power to A, get away from that situation. And if this was happening 2 years ago, one thing I know about kids is they're born snitches. So I don't know why, like, I remember some kid got caught with weed at my school one time because a bunch of other kids snitched on him, and he got kicked out of school. I don't think it's like that anymore now. Nowadays, you caught with weed, it probably don't even matter. It's probably not even a big deal. But back then, it was a bigger deal. Weed was like fucking super taboo or whatever. Got kicked out of school because everybody snitched on him. Kids love to snitch. Okay, but for some reason, you got somebody out here just staring at your fucking dick, making fucking eggplant jokes, and you're not gonna fucking tell somebody? Jesus Christ, what is going on, man? Terry reportedly, hold on, guy just wrote in the chat, peer pressure works for like drinking. Not doing weird stuff like that. Exactly. It's not like, come on, man, take a drink. Come on, dude. Like, don't be a pussy, man. Have a fucking beer, dude. Relax. It's like, okay. It's not like, hey, dude, pull out your dick, man, and fucking come sleep in my bed, dude. Everybody does it. No fucking kid's gonna fall for that shit. Come on, dude. Don't be a pussy. Holy shit. Once. Okay, hold on. Terry reportedly also asked the boys to shower with him, according to police. How many fucking stories are there about this guy? Terry also told one of the boys that there was another boy he hung out with before who was their age, and that they'd get naked and, quote, would mess around or do stuff. Okay, like, this is the type of logic that should work on maybe like a fucking 6-year-old, okay? Not a fucking high school kid. 14-year-old kid, and there's... Listen, man, I know a kid about same size as you, dude. Same size as you, same hair color, same piercing blue eyes, same fucking hustle on the field. And when he came over, dude, We would just get naked and we would pretend it was the gladiator day. One thing you may not know, dude, is the Spartans, the most badass group of warriors in human history, they fought naked. So sometimes I just like to be a Spartan, dude, and don't give me that look. Jeffrey, don't give me that look. It's not weird. It's weird because you're making it weird. What are you, being gay? Oh, I'm gay because I'm one of the baddest warriors on the planet? Don't be a weirdo, Jeffrey. Come over here. Let's wrestle naked. Like... I really fucking hope that my neighbors don't hear me saying these impressions and think that this is a conversation that's really... It just dawned on me that if someone's in my, like, the backyard over from mine, they could probably hear everything I'm saying because I'm yelling so much. What the hell is going on? So I feel like these kids, like, you couldn't do that shit to me as a kid. I'm like, no, fuck you, dude. What the fuck are you... Like, first off, I was really, like, homophobic when I was a kid, too. So maybe nowadays, you know what? 2 things. Number 1, it's gonna be like if the kid says no, he's like, well, what do you hate gays? What are you, some type of like gay hater? That's the worst thing you can be right now, right? It's like being racist. Oh, you don't like gay? Well, you're not gonna wrestle naked? What do you hate gays? I'm gonna tell that gay kid that you don't like him. No, coach, I'll fuck you. Like I feel like that's not how it goes, right? Also, kids are getting so much like dumber and dumber and dumber. I feel like maybe if this shit worked on a couple kids, maybe we need to really take a look at the school system here, because this happened in Nevada. I think we were either number 49th or 50th as far as like high school education. I think we're number 1 in dropouts. And I feel like maybe the kids are getting dumber and dumber and dumber. And maybe like their inhibitions are getting lower. And maybe these fucking weird fucking child molesters are getting smarter. Maybe that's what it is. They got to reading all their books. They're learning all the fucking... the tricks of the words or whatever, psychology, reverse psychology. Oh, so one thing I would never want to do is wrestle naked with you. Oh, I would never do that. That'd be lame. Oh, hey, like what the fuck is going on with these kids? I'm serious. Something weird's going on. That this shit went on for 2 years until this guy got caught. Are you serious? I run a fucking red light. I'm getting beat on the side of the road. This guy can rape kids for 2 years straight. Terry also reportedly started rubbing one of the boy's leg up to his upper thigh, close to his stomach and genitals. It led to an argument between the boy and Terry. Terry stopped talking to him. Terry later asked if he wanted to sleep in Terry's bed. Like, this seems like a fucking sick, weird movie. I started out making a lot of jokes here, but every paragraph is making me a little bit more uncomfortable. So he's like, quit fucking touching me, Terry, you weirdo. Listen, man, quit fucking touching me and quit rubbing on me, dude. We're supposed to be learning fucking routes. We're supposed to be learning slant routes and fucking hook routes. I joined this team because I want to fucking play football. I'm not talking to you anymore. Coach, I didn't mean to make you cry. Coach, I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not going to teach you football. Coach, listen, I just didn't like the way you were grabbing my stomach and genitals. That's all. I'm not talking to you. Coach, come on, man. Can we please get back to practice, please? Maybe if you sleep in my bed. God damn it, Coach. Another paragraph. Still getting weirder. Terry also reportedly asked a boy to skinny dip in a pool. Terry began taking his clothes off and asked the boy to join. The boy declined. Terry got upset and eventually took the boy home. Parents, quit fucking leaving your kids in the protection of weird people. At some point here, I've already said, like, what are these kids thinking? But I'm also wondering, how does this kid have all this access to be hanging out with kids? Also, kids talk to each other, right? Have you ever been at, like, you're hanging out, you're having lunch at your buddy's house, you're 13 years old, got a couple of PB and J's on the table, you guys, hey, so how's football going now, little Stanley and Steven? Football's cool, man. Our coach is fucking weird, though. He's always grabbing fucking Kyle's dick. What? You're going to football and your coach is grabbing Kyle's dick and then fucking... No, not just Kyle. He's also grabbing fucking Stan's dick and James and Joseph. Joseph likes it, though. What the hell's going on over there at football practice? You would think somebody would fucking... A red flag would go up. God damn it. Terry was arrested during a traffic stop. He willingly provided his cell phone and passcode for evidence. Terry told police the two boys would often stay at his house 4 to 5 nights a week during the summer. He said he'd hang out with the boys, play Xbox, watch movies, get Taco Bell. He claimed the boys sometimes fell asleep in his room after playing Xbox late. Though police noted, the Xbox was not located in his room. Brilliant detective work. Wait a minute, you said they're fucking playing Xbox? Yeah, they unplug it. They bring it up to my room, they fall asleep, I bring it back down, I plug it back in. Officer, what do you fucking want from me? Terry denied asking the boys to sleep in his room, but said sometimes it just happens. He said seeing the boys in the shower or undressing sometimes happened too. He denied ever physically disciplining the boys and told police he was a heterosexual virgin. Not what I heard, you freak. He acknowledged knowing about the Truth or Dare game, but he said he didn't show explicit material to the boys. He said they probably used his laptop to search for pornography. Henderson police said they were informed about the case on May 2nd. HPD, Highway Patrol, who's HPD? What's HPD? Said it is an active and open investigation. His bail was set at $120,000 on Wednesday. His next court date was set for May 13th. Today is May 10th. So hopefully this guy fucking gets locked up. They throw away the key. And at least we got to make some jokes about it. But this is actually a really fucking sick story. And you know what they say about these kind of cases, right? If 1 or 2 people complain, that means there's probably fucking 10 people who didn't say anything. And it looks like, according to this article, that there's story upon story upon story. Just evidence after evidence after evidence. Non-stop shit going on of this guy acting weird. So yeah, that's weird. And that was my 20-minute spiel on fucking child molesters or whatever. Pentagon diverts another $1.5 billion for Trump's border wall. Now, I clicked this because I still never know if this border wall thing is a joke. And I thought that there's a bunch of people that like are gonna keep the wall from being built, or is it gonna be built? I never fucking know. I just know it's often the subject of a lot of jokes in our friend circle. Because, okay, don't take this out of context, guys, but you know what? Whenever, like, the white guy does something funny, everyone else goes, fucking white people, dude. Like, if I fucking slip on a banana peel, like, fucking white people. But then if something funny happens to, like, your Hispanic homie, you go, fucking build the wall already, goddammit. And it's become a really fucking funny joke in my friend circle. I don't know about you guys, but feel free to steal that joke if you want to spice things up. Pentagon's diverted an additional $1.5 billion to keep Mexicans away or whatever. It won't be reprogramming any more money. Oh, reprogramming. I won't be reprogramming any more money for the border wall, Shanahan said. Okay, I don't know. The money will pay for the fence replacement on 4 additional projects in and around Tucson, Arizona, and El Centro, Texas, totaling 78 miles. What the fuck who cares, right? It's a lot of money. I feel like we're building a wall, we should be like cutting some corners, right? Like maybe build it out of some really cheap material, or like maybe it doesn't have to be a fully functional, like super good wall. It should be pretty good. That's me though. When I build something around my house, my mini ramp, it's like, it doesn't have to be a perfect mini ramp. We don't have to like expend $1.5 billion to make a ramp. No, let's throw together fucking, the estimate says it's going to cost $650. Okay, well, let's allocate $350 and see how it goes. And it usually turns out okay. So I don't know why we're not doing that with this type of shit. I'm paying for this goddamn wall, right? It's probably coming out of my taxes. Let's cut some corners. Let's get some volunteers, too. There's all these fucking people across America who hate Mexicans, hate Mexico, and love Donald Trump. Tell them to get on a Spirit airline, fly to fucking Arizona or Texas or whatever. Have them help. Do it for free. Volunteer work. You hate Mexicans that much? Get out there and prove it. Build the wall, goddammit. You guys do it. I'm going to be here doing my shit. Anyways, what's going on here? So, they're going to divert $1.5 billion. 12 times more money than they expected, whatever. The Department of Defense has ignored decades of precedent and cooperation with Congress in carrying out a transfer. I can't fucking read that. I give up. Fucking next topic. I don't know what's going on in those articles. I can't read about it. I don't care. I've never cared. This is me in history class. In high school, I could not get through a fucking page. Because it's just bullshit. Reallocating fucking 1.5, the defenseman, fucking counselor of this. Who fucking cares? Tell me what's happening in the world. Sum it up for me so that I can understand it. Okay? School bus driver dragged biracial student because of his, quote, racial animus. Lawsuit says, I mainly clicked this because I wanted to know what racial animus means, but this story actually gets really fucking funny. So, a Utah mother is suing a former bus driver who she alleges closed the bus door on her 14-year-old biracial son's backpack and dragged him approximately 150 feet because of his, quote, racial animus towards students of mixed race. When I read that first fucking paragraph, when I skimmed through it at the beginning of the podcast, here's what happens at the school by my house. I already talked to you guys a little bit about it during the pre-show. School gets out around 2:11, right? So if you go stand in the crosswalk at 2:15 when all the kids are walking, you have 25 seconds to get from one side of the street to the other. 25 full seconds. Now, again, I feel like maybe kids are getting dumber, but the amount of struggle in these kids' fucking legs, I think the crosswalk is about 30 feet, so all you have to do is walk about 1 foot per second. That's much slower than the average human stride. It has to be, okay? And I feel like there's some type of weird spirit bomb going on in the world because these athletes are getting faster, but every other fucking human being on earth is getting slower, moving at a fucking snail's pace. And the 25 is at 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. It counts down, and by the time it gets to 0, there's still 15 kids that haven't even made it to the middle of the street. Because they're walking extra fucking slow, staring at each other, pushing each other around, playing with balls and shit, throwing balls around in the middle of the fucking street. And I've told you guys, in Steve-topia, there would be no crosswalks. There would be none of this shit to shelter kids. Basically, I feel like it builds this weird ego in children. I'm going to go off on a weird tangent right now. I feel like when the entire world has to come to a literal stop, literally the world has to stop when kids are trying to cross the street. And we not only have to stop for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, we have to stop for a really, really long time. Kids start to believe that all they have to do is look up, or in their case, press a button. They have to press one button, and the fucking world around them literally has to stop and pay attention to them. And I feel like it's creating this weird ego in everyone, this weird entitlement to where now it started in the crosswalks and then it carried over into life. I feel like I deserve a job just because I want one. I feel like I deserve a car. I feel like I need more than minimum wage. Oh, you don't actually work here. I need fucking $20 an hour. God damn it. Button. Hit the button. Why is not everyone stopping for me? Why is not everyone stopping? Oh, I'm being bullied. I need a safe space. Safe space. Rape. Rape. Everyone's raping me. It starts at the crosswalk. It starts in fucking middle school at the crosswalk. I'm not against having a crosswalk. Boom. 10 seconds. Get your fucking ass across the street. But this bullshit where it's like, these kids look at each other, and I know kids are fuckheads. I know they tap each other on the shoulder. Look, man, I'm going to go really slow and see if a car honks at me. I want to see if the car honks at me. Oh, it honked at me. No. In Steve-topia, I'm going to see if I fucking die. Boom, I died. Well, great. Steve-topia is a better place now. Jesus Christ. Guy just said there should just be a huge mirror that comes up so they can see how much they're being huge dicks to everyone. No, terrible idea, because all these kids want is attention. All they want is to look at themselves. Half the time they're doing this, they're doing a fucking selfie, a live video. Look at me, everybody, dude. Fucking Instagram live, dude. Fucking dude, we're out here, man. Fucking gang, 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 gang. I'm walking across the street being retarded, bro. Gang, gang. That's all it is. You know what it should be? You know what kids probably don't like is getting wet. Or they should be sprayed with slime. Remember back in Nickelodeon days? If you got the fucking answer wrong, fucking slime would drop on you. There should be slime at the top of every crosswalk. And if you're not there in time, you get slimed. That'll be the motto. Not there in time, get slimed. That would be across billboards across the state. Can't cross the street in time, time to get slimed. You dumb fucking slow bitch. Oh, so anyways, back to the story here. I'm just saying also, one thing happens and now suddenly, remember how I was yelling rape earlier? Well, that also takes the place of, we can say race too. Race! Racist! Racist! So I'm not saying that's what happened here, but I'm imagining a scenario in which maybe the kid. He's 14 years old, okay? I think he's old enough to figure out how to get off of a bus. I feel like he can do it. It's fucking take 2 steps. He got used to the crosswalk, thought he could bullshit his way through the door. The door shut on him. The fucking bus drove him. Thank God he didn't get hurt. That would have been really fucked up. And the first thing he says is, oh man, the bus closed on my backpack because I'm black. Oh no, because I'm biracial. You can't just be black. You become biracial. I'm biracial. And the fucking school bus door is racist. Nah, they're gonna blame this guy, which it might have been his fault because later on we're gonna read, maybe they have a point. This guy seems like a real weirdo. So, anyways, Brenda Myers, civil rights lawsuit says her son was getting off the school bus in February 2, Black History Month? Really? When the driver, John Nisbet, closed the doors, trapping the boy's backpack inside as he dangled outside. Now, I find it hard to believe that the driver wouldn't notice that. I feel like the driver should definitely be held responsible, but the article gets even funnier. Nisbet drove approximately 150 to 175 feet before opening the doors and letting the boy go. Good. Nobody got hurt. Thank God. Nisbet, who is no longer employed by the district, had previously displayed, quote, racial animus and discriminatory conduct towards students of mixed race, according to the lawsuit, which cites at least 2 prior incidents involving other students dating back to September 2017. Okay, maybe I actually skipped over this part when I first read it. Maybe this guy had a problem. I also think it's interesting. I don't know that many racist people, but I've come across them, a couple times in my life. Most racist people, they don't only dislike mixed race. It's like, oh, I hate all brown people, I hate all black people, I hate all people not like me or whatever. And it's not like, oh man, dude, like black people, they're okay. Mexicans, they're all right. They do a good job. But one thing I hate is biracial fucking adolescent 14-year-old boys. I can't stand those. Like, I feel it's oddly specific. They're kind of being weird on this. It's just a red flag in the way the article's written. Anyways. So, what happened? He had 2 prior incidents involving students dating because they were dating, like a black guy was dating a white girl or something like that. I feel like maybe he's just making a joke, right? You make those jokes, right? Like, oh, you looking for that brown sugar, huh? Huh, Sherman? You look at that brown sugar? All right, get on the bus. He said, don't get off too slow now. Like, I just feel like it's just weird. iBookBoy says, if you were stuck in a bus door, wouldn't you knock loads on the door immediately? Probably. I don't know. I picture myself being 14 stuck in a door. If I'm being dragged, I'm probably just going to be like, it's like freeze up, right? Number 1, because it's scary. Number 2, if you start wiggling too much and you fall out, you might get fucking ran over by the back wheel, which would probably kill you or break your legs. So I'd be like, oh, fuck. I'd just go Mission Impossible style. Like, oh, I'm hanging on. I hope somebody fucking notices. Somebody's got to notice too, right? Whoever's sitting at the front of the bus. Hey, the kid's fucking get dangling. What? Why'd you say that, Sonny? The kid's dangling outside the door. Dangling? Who dangling? Somebody dangling outside the door. I can't hear you. I can't. The bus is loud. Somebody's dangling. God damn it. Stop the bus. Anyways, this is the funniest part of the story. Something about old people, right? Something about old people, like they don't give a fuck sometimes. Reached by the CNN affiliate KSTU at his home in Hooper, Utah. Nisbet said he was, quote, not at all racist. He said, look at my dog. He's black as could be. Now, I feel like in this guy's mind, he was making an awesome joke, but definitely terrible timing. What a terrible time to make that joke when you're on the fucking news. Why not just, like, there's a time and place to make the racist joke. Okay, right now you're being accused of something really fucking serious. Maybe just say, no, I'm not racist. My best friend's black. Go with what's tried and proven to work. Say my best friend's black. Just say that. Don't do, look at my dog's black. Get it? No, that's a great way to have everyone who's watching that channel now believe you're racist, including me. By the end of this article, I feel like I've been swayed. I've not been swayed into thinking that maybe this guy, I mean, it's America. I think you should be allowed to have free speech. If you want to be a hateful fucking bitch, I think you should be allowed to be a hateful bitch. But you should not be allowed to drive the fucking school bus. I'm fucking putting my foot in the sand there. You can be racist, do it in your own home, be racist, whatever, talk shit on Xbox, do whatever you got to do, but you're not allowed to drive kids around. That's my fucking 2 cents on that. Nesbitt told KSTU that he retired several days after the incident. The lawsuit also names the Davis School District and its transportation director, Dave Roberts, who Mays said ignored her concerns. The suit requests that disciplinary action be taken against Nesbitt and that the criminal charges be filed. Maybe, probably, motherfucker. If we find out that he knowingly put a kid in danger, then fuck this guy. Throw the book at him. I don't give a fuck. As far as his fucking black chocolate fucking jokes, I think that's probably hilarious, man. First, I bet this guy's just a fucking old funny guy. I bet he's just an old funny guy. He just doesn't know when to fucking quit. That shit happens a lot. I'm at the bar sometimes and you get to talking to like an old guy and they start fucking talking about something funny. It starts off like sports and shit. And then it ends up like they throw some weird fucking racist fucking term in there. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. You just snuck that shit in the middle right there. What the fuck was that about? They're like, oh, I didn't mean it. Whatever. Moving on. I think some old people just don't give a fuck about shit. And that might be a situation here. So, anyways, lawsuit details multiple instances of alleged discrimination. The incident involving May's son was caught on the bus camera. Can I see this? Is there a video? God damn it, no video. Son of a bitch. About a dozen students exit the bus before the child steps off. As he does so, the doors of the bus close on his backpack. The bus moves forward and continues to do so for approximately 17 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. So you're telling me that this guy's fucking just free floating in the air for 17 seconds? That's twice as long as it takes a football coach to stare at somebody's dick. I'm appalled right now. The lawsuit says the bus was moving between 7 and 10 miles per hour, which seems slow, but that's also still really fucking dangerous. There are several students still in line behind the kid. Oh, shit. Okay, that makes this really fucked up then. Okay, so what it says here is there's a line of kids that need to get off. There's several kids still behind this guy. That is fucking gnarly. So this, you know what, fucking lock this guy up. Had the straps on the child's backpack broken, the kid would have dropped to the pavement and could have been run over and killed by the bus, or could have sustained serious injuries by the fall onto the concrete. Absolutely true. Nisbet denied that he intentionally closed the doors and claimed the boy staged the incident after Nisbet disciplined his brother. Maybe. Wait a minute now. I might be back on this guy's side. Hold on. This seems like a really fucking... You know who I would ask? I would ask the kids. I would ask the kids. I'd say, hey, man, what happened the other day? And they'd be like, oh, that motherfucker was fucking around in the door again. What did he do? He just was dancing around being a bitch in the door, and the door shut on him. Or if they say, yeah, I don't know, man, our bus driver's racist, man. He fucking closed the door on the fucking mixed race kid, man. Fucked him up. I would ask the kids. That would be my primary witnesses. Fuck the video. Fuck this guy. Fuck that guy. I would go right to the fucking kids and see what they said. Nisbet said, I didn't see him in there. If I would have seen him, I would have stopped. According to the lawsuit, there were at least 2 other instances of what it called discriminatory conduct against mixed-race students. In September 2017, the suit says, Nisbet took no action when a Caucasian 6th grade boy physically assaulted a 3rd grade biracial girl on the bus. May's son had to, quote, stop the assault. Okay, come on now. Now they're just being fucking, like, super dramatic. Because you can't just be like, oh, my son was fucking discriminated against. Oh, and also he's a racial hero. Get the fuck out of here. You're really, like, going a little bit too far here. Yeah, my son was assaulted by the bus driver. Not only that, he was actually a hero in a previous hate crime. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Probably not. The incident was reported to the Transportation Department, the lawsuit says, which was overseen by Dave Roberts, in October 2018 as 2 mixed boys were getting on the bus after school. Nisbet intentionally closed the doors on one of them. After finally releasing the first student, the lawsuit says, Nisbet again tried to close the doors on the second. I'm probably just, you know what, dude? Fire this guy. Figure it out. I don't want to read any more about this shit. It's weird. I keep flip-flopping on what I believe here. Next article. Speaking of heroes. This is the hero we all fucking deserve. A man arrested after walking out of Costco with 24 bottles of Hennessy. Can somebody in the chat quote for me about how much a bottle of Hennessy is? Because I know my friend Schwugs, he loves his Hennessy. He calls it Heem. He gets up What did he say this morning? He woke up. It was like 11 a.m. He wrote, "I'm gonna have a heme with a Corona back." Hope I'm saying it right. God damn it! I don't want to fucking look stupid on the podcast. Police said a man packed his shopping cart with 24 bottles of Hennessy and casually walked out of Costco with the liquor. The suspect, whose name has not been released, allegedly stole the alcohol and a home security system from the store on Friday. Oh, so he got a home security system. Nice. Surveillance video shows the man bypass the checkout lane and leave the store with a cart full of merchandise worth more than $1,500. Upon exiting the store, he was confronted by a Costco employee, but the suspect kept walking. He then drove away in a 2018 Dodge Caravan with Minnesota plates. Officers nabbed the suspect. I like when they write the word nabbed. They nabbed the suspect after asking for the public's help in identifying him. I've told you guys, man, there's snitches everywhere. Kids and adults. Police have not said yet what charges he may be facing when they nabbed him. So what? His neighbor fucking snitched on him? He should have paid everybody off. He should have got right back in his neighborhood, went to his next door neighbor, said, here's a bottle, keep your fucking mouth shut. Speaking of snitches, this next article is a fucking beaut. Sheriff encourages drug dealers to rat out their competition. Now, if you're listening to this on Podbean or iTunes, you're not going to see how great this looks. It's like a little survey that you fill out. At the top, it says Jennings County Sheriff's Office, and it's written like something you'd see on like a telephone pole in capital letters. Attention, drug dealers. Too much competition bringing you down? Or are you not making the profits you once did? We are here to help you eliminate your competition. How? By filling out the easy-to-complete form below. Let us take away your financial worries. Number 1, my competition is blank. Number 2, my competition lives blank. My competition drives blank. Plate number and state. Drugs sold. Times of the day of highest activity. Send completed form via mail to the above address or email kfreeman@jenningssheriff.org. That is fucking hilarious. This has to be a joke. An Indiana sheriff came up with a creative way to nab the drug dealers in his community. You guys remember they used to do this shit back in the day for people who had that illegal cable box? They would like pay you $50 if you snitched on your neighbor for having a cable box. They probably caught so many people off that shit, because what it would be, it'd be like, hey, we're going to watch the Tyson fight. Okay, I don't really have $65 to put on the pay-per-view. Doesn't matter, dude. My friend James has the box. Let's go over to James's house. You go over there, get a couple beers in you, start arguing about who's better, the fucking Packers or the Niners. Fucking a fight breaks out, and then you leave, and you go, man, fuck that guy, dude. I'm gonna fucking snitch on him for having that box. And that shit they probably caught everybody. They had commercials on TV. It was like, if you know someone with an illegal fucking box, call this number, cash reward. This is the same thing as that. Fucking great. Attention drug dealers, blah, blah, blah. Those who decide to complete the form can tell authorities where their competition lives, the type of drugs they sell, and other incriminating information. That's fucking funny, dude. It's just funny to me. I mean, it's a cool idea, but is this serious? I don't know if it's serious. I don't think it's serious. Anyways, moving on to my life. That's all I have for the news today. We actually went really far over time, so I'm going to speed through some of my topics. I went to the liquor store the other day. Went to the liquor store with my lady, and there was a guy standing outside the liquor store with 4 tires with rims on them. Big tires, too. Maybe truck tires. And I walk by, and he just like mumbles under his breath, $30. We look back, I think Lily's like, for every tire? And this guy's like, $30 for all 4 tires. And I don't know if you guys have ever had to buy a tire, especially a big tire, and rims came with it too. It's like, I can get a used tire for $30. I can get one used tire for $30. This guy was selling 4 big tires that looked okay to me for $30 altogether. Probably at least $200 worth of tires. At the very least. More likely than not, probably $1,000 worth of tires. Like, okay, I'm exaggerating. But let's just like Realistically, probably 300 bucks worth of fucking tires. He was selling it for pennies on the dollar. I went in, I got a 211, I got some vodka, I walked out, I got into the car. He also tried to sell me a fucking Ninja Turtle that you pulled the string and it fucking arms goes up. That's all it did. In fact, the arms go up, but they didn't come back down. I think it was broken because like you're supposed to pull the thing and the arms go up and then the arms go down, but these arms only went up. So hopefully the tires were in better condition than the Ninja Turtle. So anyways, the issue here, the reason this is newsworthy is because I got in the car and drove away and I thought to myself, why the fuck didn't I buy those tires? Like at first you're like, oh, you're a bum. Whenever a bum talks to you, I just automatically go into like, no, whatever you got, no, whatever you want, no. Oh, you need antifreeze? No. You need a ride? No. You need fucking change? No. You want a burger? No. Automatic no. No is all around. Anything you need. Unless you ask me like some trick question. Like, hey, you want to not give me $20? No. I mean, yes. So anyways, I leave and I think to myself, dude, why did I say no? I should have threw those fucking bitches in the trunk. I could have put them on let go. Easily made $100. Easy money. It would have been 10 minutes of work for $100. Why did I fucking do that? What an idiot. So that happened in my life. I also got a bunch of plants for my garden. Got some Carolina Reaper plants. Got some scorpion peppers. Got 2 tomato plants. Strawberry plants. Lily got some fucking, these weird plants that they grow like a cactus, but then one little sprout comes out of it. And then she also has these plants that like, they weave their way around all this other shit in my garden. First off, I just want to say this. My garden's on fleek. God damn it. My garden's hot, popping, looking good. Everything green, just perfectly spread out. In fact, I'm so much of a better gardener from last year. I'm gonna share you guys a little story. I grew thyme. Thyme, you know what I'm saying? T-H-Y-M-E. Thyme is good for steaks. And I grew that last year, and it was the first plant to die. Turns out it's one of the easiest plants to grow. This year, a little bit more planning went into the whole garden scenario. We got a little jump start on the season. Got everything planted, ready to go. And guess what? Now thyme is fucking taking over my whole goddamn garden. It's like a weed. It's fucking everything up. But everything looks great in there. I'm so proud of it. It's so weird that something as lame as gardening is like, it's fucking like, I've taken on a new hobby. It's enjoyable. It's relaxing. You go out there and you look at it and you're just like, hey, fucking, I helped do this. I made you little fuckers. It's like looking at your kids, except they don't shit themselves or bitch about shit or fucking need rides to fucking practice. They just grow and provide food. It's like the perfect child. A tomato plant is the perfect kid. I feel like I've never said anything more wise in my life. And with that, I bid you guys farewell. That's all I have for the podcast today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you watched this podcast late, if you tuned in late, you can catch the entire podcast on Sunday on either iTunes, Podbean, or YouTube. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, at Black Ninja LV. The LV stands for Las Vegas. I almost forgot how to make a V. And, oh yeah, one last trivia question so that you guys can get a chance to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. This is a good one. What is the largest sea turtle in the world? You type it in a comment right now. You get a sticker pack shipped directly to you free of charge if you live in the United States of America. God damn it. All you have to do is type the answer in the chat. As always, I appreciate every one of you guys for showing up. We are going to do a little bit of a post show, but I'm probably going to take about a 15-minute break. I'm going to be playing some Mario World, some really difficult levels, so definitely tune in for that. Ron Stop says the leatherback turtle. That is correct. Leatherback sea turtles can get up to fucking 2,000 pounds. That's a hell of a turtle, goddammit. Make a lot of soup. Ron Stop, get at me in a DM or on Instagram or whatever, and I will get you your prize. I appreciate you guys for being here. Please tell a friend about the podcast. The only way we can grow is by word of mouth, and you guys have mouths, I have mouths. We got mouths. God gave you a mouth to help my podcast grow. And that's the truth, goddammit. Look it up in the Bible. So go ahead and give me a hell yeah, everybody who's here, so I can shout out everybody before we leave. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Or if you're just starting your work week, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Extra big shout out to Guy, Ron Stop, iBook Boy UK, Accurate Night, Princess Schlill, Ron Stop, Venus, Die Trap, Guy, I think I got everybody. Well, let's play that motherfucking intro. God damn it, motherfucker, what? Come on, Joseph. Don't be a bitch, man. Fucking grab the Xbox, get naked, and let's jump in the swimming pool. Fuck. Fucking Kevin did it.